I'm never gonna take you back as if. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mia if you are new here, and if you are not new, welcome back, girl. All right, so if y'all already have noticed from the title, today's video we are going to talk about my 2000s style obsessions. Okay, and basically I'm just gonna go through at least 3 of my favorite styles and fashions from 3 characters that I love from 3 shows that I loved watching growing up or just really as an adult, specifically from like the late 90s 2000s. That's the show era that we are going for and gonna talk about today. So get the formalities out of the way here. If you guys want to check out my other just commentary style video, check out the playlist on my YouTube channel titled Girlhood Revisited Commentary Series. So this video is falling into that series as well, where we talk about just 2000s fashion and late 90s fashion, but my personal choices and obsession of this fashion. Just a few people that I really love their style, I was obsessed with growing up and as a young adult. And so we're gonna go ahead and get into that. So grab your drink. I got me a little drink, get cozy, and we're gonna get into it. All right, so first on my list is Miss Buffy Summers. Okay, Buffy, I watched this show not as a child, but I did watch it in my like late teens, early like 20s, young adulthood. And I always felt like Buffy's style, I felt like my girl ate. The fashion and the outfits that she wore was very, you know, 90s, like late 90s. When the show came out, I believe the show came out mid to late 90s and carried on into the 2000s. So I felt like her fashion really evolved during that time frame, but still very privy to both time periods. Very privy to both time periods. And I just want to talk about her outfits and what I liked about them. Buffy, one thing I really liked about her outfits is how her outfits were like a mix of edgy, cool girl, but still girly. Like she definitely mixed a lot of feminine, like, how do you say, feminine looks and girly looks with a little bit of edge and tomboy vibe. Like, for example, she would wear like a really cute like blouse, and it would be, you know, very bright colored, like pink or like green, and then she would have on like some slacks with it, and then have on a leather jacket, giving that cool girl, that edgy, that tomboy, like, I'll still fight you, okay? I will still handle you, but I'm gonna do it looking cute, I'm gonna do it looking girly. And I feel like that's where her blouses would come in and the different like colors. I would say also Buffy's style, like, it wasn't very loud, I guess, in the sense of color. Now, she was very expressive in the patterns. So she would have like cheetah print on, and my girl would throw on a little chunky boot or heel. Okay? Like, she's like, I'm giving y'all fashion, but I'm still doing what I need to do when it comes to slaying these vampires. Do you feel me? Yeah. But she's gonna do it very cutesy, very demure, very girl la la. And that's what I loved about her style. Mix and matching like prints. She did wear a lot of leather, which again emphasized to me that edgy, cool girl, like tomboy, bad girl, kind of like, yeah, I'm her. Like, her style was very confident. It gave confidence mixed with I'm still a girl. So love Buffy's style. Y'all let me know if y'all like Buffy's style too. I feel like honestly her style can carry on into now. I would definitely wear some of the outfits that Buffy wore on the show now in 2026 and still eat the girls up. I'm still eating them up. The outfit is timeless. Next on my list is Sister Sister. And that specifically is Tia and Tamara. Sister Sister, I've talked about just a character breakdown of Tia and Tamara on my show in on my channel in the Girlhood Revisited series. So check that video out if you want to check that out. But growing up, I watched Sister Sister. I still watch Sister Sister. And outfits, loved then, love them now. What I really loved about Sister Sister is Tia and Tamara's style was very simple. It was minimalistic in a way, but also very classic and classy. It gave sophisticated, and I was trying to find another word, but I would say modest in a way, like very everyday. Like I felt like their style wasn't given like super dressy where it needs to be worn to a specific outing or event. It gave casual, but still very cute, you know? Like, and I felt like their hairstyles also complemented their looks. They would have like fun little hairstyles, like little twists and clips and little curls. Like it just gave. And being a African-American woman and just growing up being a little girl watching the shows, I can always see myself in them, like with their hairstyles and what they wore, and love that. And I loved how with their outfits, I would say as they got older, the colors weren't as bold. In the earlier seasons, they did have a lot of like bold colors, loud and patterns, but it was still all in the realm of put together. Everything really matched. Everything went together. They always looked very timeless in their outfits, very classic. Again, what they wore then, I would carry it on and wear it now. They wore like a lot of cardigans. They did do leather as well every now and then. We had like the slacks, you know, dress pants mixed with the cardigans, which was very cute as well. And then a lot of like chunky, thick sweaters, very cute, minimalistic, neutral colors for that. The girls, Tia and Tamara ate the neutral colors down. I love the way they used to pair like a neutral colored sweater with like a nice pant and then a cute jacket that really sealed the outfit. So for me, their outfits, I love that they were very simple and then still covered up. Like they were covered up but cute. You could still feel very confident and girly in their outfits because everything was so intentional in the style. Very well put together, and you would still feel like that girl. Not super loud in your face, but still like very, she's classy and she looks good. And everything is where it needs to be. Everything matches. And I always love that about their style. Because there's a part of me when I dress, I like everything to flow. I don't really like a whole lot of like different patterns going together, colors, forcing colors together that may not really go together. I don't know how to explain it. But usually how I dress is very matchy-matchy. And I like classy and modest. I feel like their style back then really reflects my adult style now. If y'all get me, Drink break. Soft. Their style was soft. Like it wasn't super, like I said, expressive and bold and just like throwing their style in your face. It was very subtle, but still gave like, yeah, we put it on. We don't need to yell it from the rooftops, but it's on. That's kind of how, that's how their style was to me. And we love a subtle queen. We love that. All right, next, I want to talk about, and I'm probably exaggerating this, but that's just how I feel, because that my obsession for this movie growing up was crazy. Like, I would watch it over and over, and now as an adult, it's a comfort movie for me. It brings back so much nostalgia, and that's gonna be Get a Clue. My girl Lindsay and Brenda's song ate the looks up in this movie. Okay? Ate them up. Like, my girls gave confidence, and they were teenagers, maybe even preteens, I don't even know, but they gave confidence, knew who they were, and that's how they dressed. When I watched this movie growing up, I had to be maybe 11, I think 11, 12. And one of my favorite things about this movie, and still is the fashion. The fashion was very 2000s, very expressive, very loud, very much in your face. The colors, the prints, they mismatched a lot of the prints together. Very sequenced. They had glitter. My girls was wearing heels. Heels, okay. They said, we are delivering you this look. Like, and on top of that, the looks were super feminine to me, like very girly, and fur coats and hot pinks and lime greens. Like, their style was the definition of Y2K and 2000s in that time period. Very accessory heavy, the chokers, the hats, the clips in the hair. And what I loved about their style was that it didn't give overdone. It didn't give like too much in a bad way. It gave just enough. Like, it's a lot going on, but I love it here because everything flowed. Everything flowed. I think their style was very fun. Like, it gave fun with fashion. It wasn't too serious. It wasn't too buttoned up. Like, it gave their age, I felt like at that time, and playful with their fashion and their looks, and very, like I said, just fun. Like, we're gonna wear what we want, we're gonna throw all the colors together, the patterns, and we're gonna have a good time with these looks. And I feel like at the time, I would say their style was very age appropriate for that time. Like, they wore their little skirts, they wore their heels. I mean, they weren't super high. They were like little boots and like a little kitten heel pump. I mean, at the time when I watched this movie, when I was their age, I thought they were so cool. I was like, oh my gosh, they have little heels on. That's what I want to do. And oh my God, they look so cute. And yeah, they're giving that girl. And they did. And I loved how fun, and just like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care what y'all think. I'm gonna wear what I want. And it still gave. Like, super cute. So those are my three picks just for this video. I have way more. These aren't even my top 3. They're just 3 that I picked, so this video wouldn't be 3 hours long. Okay, but I have so many other picks and TV shows and movies that I loved growing up, and then, you know, so forth and so on, from like the early 2000s, just 2000s in general, late 90s, that I'm obsessed with. But y'all let me know in the comments if y'all agree with some of my picks, any like picks that you guys, or shows, or, you know, characters, movies from that time period that you like, that we can discuss in the comments. And I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.